sorry, na-divert lang ako. Can you give us a glimpse of how are you as a grandfather and compared to being a father?
Okay, with being a dad, wait, let me just check my sugar, huh? Because I think my sugar is kind of... I need
What is it, Gar?
57. Sorry, but I'm like that. My sugar begins to affect... No, I did. I ate kanina. But,
This is also yours kanina. If you
yeah.
still want
This,
it.
I'll take this.
Buhay pa siya.
So habang concert, ganyan din.
Yeah,
Pantay
sometimes...
ang sugar talaga. Habang nagko-concert.
Yeah.
But this is so nice that he has
All
that.
of a sudden...
You call it CGM, constant glucose monitoring.
Can you explain while
Sa
I eat?
abroad yan.
Yeah,
meron.
So if you wanna know why I'm eating now, take it away.
No, it's just simple. Because he's on insulin, you have to. Before it was worse when he was on the syringe.
Because I'm on insulin, which is stuck to my body. Go ahead.
Meron na ba niya sa Pilipinas? O sa abroad pa yun?
Yeah. So it's now he can control it by pressing, the number of grams that he's eating, and then they will say how much. It will calculate how much insulin he has to deliver. Is what you call it. Per hour. Well, there's insulin being delivered every hour. So when he eats like this, if he's on a regular sugar level, he doesn't need to take it actually. But if he wants to take it, he's more free now. Before he cannot, unless he injects. Now, if he wants to, he just has to put 60 grams of, carbohydrates, and then it automatically gives a certain number of units
Based on what I'm eating.
based on what he's eating. So he can eat cakes, but he still doesn't really abuse it. So that's what you call a hypo. I mean, he's had maybe 10-year situations.
So,
and that's all hypo. It's
a
all
normal
hypo.
level is between, for me, not for everybody, but for me, is between 80 to 140. And right now, it's at 57. And that's not good, especially
And
for
then
the heart.
coma levels are 40. So that's the dangerous level. Yung 30, 40. And he's reached those levels.
Paano natin mapapataas mo?
Yan, kung siya ng ano.
I take something sweet.
Taking something sweet. Yung kinain niya kanina, hindi niya inubos. So the hypoglycemia, this is one of the reasons why Guy is not an international, artist, is because almost all his major seizure and hypo attacks have been because of jet lag. Like for example, I can name some of the countries: Toronto or cities, Toronto, UK, Pasadena, ASA, when he did ASA, Virginia Beach, Hawaii, New York, Brunei, Switzerland, he had a lot of hypos or seizures. Manila, after a tour, he'd have a seizure, and then I saved his life. I mean, it's like,
Long flights.
long flights, because you forget to sleep in the plane, and then you forget that you already shot insulin, and then you take again. That's overdose. So that's why he has to eat. If not, he will have a seizure.
If you have time, I'm just gonna take a little leche flan. And then I'll be okay. Kasi sometimes I'll be talking, hindi ko na alam kung ano yung sinasabi ko. Then I have to... Yeah, just like kanina, I was about to answer it, biglang of
Ano yung nararamdaman niya? Nahihilo or nahihilo?
it's here and here. It's just like the whole energy level just goes,
Going down.
And then he
parang, wait,
he sweats.
then I sweat, and then the heart begins to pump.
Sir, masakit yung
Because it can cause a heart
yung
attack.
insulin. Masakit siya.
No, the pump doesn't hurt.
Naka-inject po sa katawan.
It's stuck to my body. Yeah. I mean, every 3 days, I take it out and I have to.
Paano pag maliligo ka, sir?
I can.
So, how about yung...
It's you just pull it out and then the water doesn't go into. I just make sure that this thing doesn't get wet. Although I am allowed to wet it, I just personally don't. I just take this out. I leave it hanging. Take a
And
shower
then,
and I put
and
it
then
back.
sometimes it malfunctions. Very rarely, but it malfunctioned in 2016.
If this
For
is
these.
if this is an injection, okay, that's the insulin. So that goes into my body on an hourly basis, and it pumps a certain amount every hour. Then yun nga, katulad ng sinabi niya, siguro dahil hindi ako masyadong kumain kanina, kaya bumaba ng konti, and then now I'll take something that will bring it up to normal.
Interconnected po dun sa glucose.
The meter is different. It's different. This the gadget naman is here.
Sir, yung dito naka-inject din sa'yo? Or
Yeah.
It's
It's a patch that's here. But look,
hindi siya masakit.
even if I accidentally rip it out,
How about sa concerts mo, sir? Yung dito naka.
Yeah, it's
You
connected.
can perform.
yeah, I have to.
Hindi
I have
siya
to.
nagkakos.
No.
Ano tawag dyan, sir?
It's an insulin pump. This is the insulin pump, and this one is the
CGM.
constant CGM. So it's a monitor. In fact, I can actually use this pump that with a meter, but it's a different thing. It's a bigger thing that I have to again.
Ang high-tech.
Yeah, it's high tech, which is great. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
good technology that's really helping. Game
Some
changer.
gadgets are
In fact-
taking care of your life.
In fact, this is the
Including the
CG.
stent.
It's called the Freestyle Libre, which I actually am an endorser of. But this is the Freestyle Libre 2, the Freestyle Libre 3, which will come, I'm sure, in the next few months. It's connected to the phone. So while I'm asleep at night, pag bumaba ang sugar ko, so then she'll wake me up and then, okay, I'll go take something. So this is dangerous kasi pag tulog yun. And then, huh?
Available na siya.
Yung 3 hindi pa. Yung 2, yes, very much available.
Oh, look at this, okay? Actually, they made a mistake. They made a mistake because when I said, "Where's the glucagon?" Glucagon should be anywhere near Gary. This is his EpiPen. If you're allergic to peanuts,
Ayun.
diba?
So,
So
if
this
my
has saved
sugar
his
drops
life.
and I go
Laging dapat dala.
into a seizure or I go into an episode and you can't wake me up, you just get that, put that
So-
on. Even with my clothes on.
So, di ba he had the 2018? 2019, we didn't talk about it, but that was the time his mother died. He almost died.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's close.
but this saved his life.
Is it coming?
Unfortunately, it's not available here. It's an injection and powder. You inject this into the powder, then you make it into a solution, then you take it out and then you inject. That's I've done this to Gary a number of times, but when he really almost died was in 2019. What saved him was this. He was having a seizure na daw on his way to the ER, but I told his sister, no, you have to inject him before he leaves because I was out of the office. Now, the mistake, and because you're so used to a healthy Gary, you forget that he might have an attack. So I told Vina, where's the glucagon? It took 2 minutes for them to get it in the car. But the doctors said that his doctor said it should always be around him.
So what happened was,
So mali sila.
I was
Gets?
in the car.
Scolding
I don't
me.
remember this, but I was in the car, and before I left the house, they gave me that. Clack. So I don't remember going into the car. I don't remember being in the car, but my driver said I was going through seizures, and the seizures delicado because that means the brain is already being affected. So they gave it to me. They brought me to the hospital, and this is all I remember. Where am I? And then the paramedic, sir, you're in the Marikina
Valley.
Valley. I said, oh, why? Sir, you had an episode. You had a hypoglycemic episode. Hypo, so my sugar was low. How low did my sugar go? Sir, hindi nga mabasa ng aparatus namin kung gaano kababa yun. Oh, okay. But I'm okay. I feel I'm okay. I feel better. I think, sir, we'll just keep you here for a while. We'll observe muna, no? Then my sister arrived. Finally, Gary. Then I could hear the paramedic saying, did you give him the, yes, that's what saved him.
Okay.
Without that,
Yeah, this is it.
Ba't wala
And
niya?
take note, I was not there. I was
it's
not there.
expensive.
This is
These
about
things-
$300. I called
$800 for this.
One use.
And that's one use. That's it. After that.
and you know how it happened pa.
Wait,
They
can
all-
I just say,
yeah.
when I hypo, okay, this, kulang na lang is music. Because bihira akong kumain ng ganito, so now I'm going to enjoy it and savor every moment.
So that time he had a minor procedure which required anesthesia. So
Parang may trip pa.
I even gave instructions to the people all over the house na, Gary, tutukan, do not let him sleep for so long because he cannot eat because he had, I think, wisdom tooth removed. And I kept saying that he might hypo. I already warned. All of them know how to handle this. But when you are in a panic, they all forgot. So when they called me, I really had to tell them, how to do it. I mean, I said, okay, get the syringe, get the vial, inject it, shake it, and inject it on Gary.
Immediately.
Yeah,
So I
told
was
his
in the car na
sister.
daw, tapos just before I left, habang nasa loob na ako ng kotse, back, they gave it to me, and then they took me to the
It was your sister.
Buti na lang.
Any part of the body.
Yun.
Any part. Here,
Muscular.
here.
Muscular.
Give it na.
Also in
Look
Palawan,
close. They didn't
Parang
put
talaga
my
siya,
shoulder.
EpiPen.
EpiPen.
Because when you have a peanut allergy, you can die in an hour.
Right away.
It's the same with Gary. Once he hypos, he can die immediately. Because you can either his heart will stop, or you get a stroke or something.
Ano naman tawag dyan ulit?
This is
EpiPen.
this is glucagon.
Glucagon, I'm sorry.
Yung EpiPen sa allergy.
Sa allergy. But it's like early treatment of a hypo attack.
Hello.
It also happened in Palawan. I woke up, he was having a seizure beside me. And I first put glucose, which was the wrong thing to do. I should have gotten this right away, but I was in a state of panic. So I injected it after I gave the glucose. But the glucose was waking up already. He screamed. I almost had a heart attack when I injected him back. I went, oh my God.
So wait,
Titili ako, natigok na si sir.